organized by IoT Academy. I am delighted to be your speaker for this session. Today's session focus on a topic that is close to every educator's heart: leadership skills for teachers. As teachers, we play a powerful role not just in delivering knowledge, but in shaping minds, guiding future, and building strong learning communities. Leadership is not just for principals or administrators or some management people. Every teacher is a leader inside the classroom, among peers, and with the institution. In this presentation, we will explore why leadership matters in education, different types of teachers' leadership, key skills every teacher leader should develop, challenges we face and how to overcome them, how technology, collaboration, and ethics play a role in leadership, and practical tips to grow as a leader in your own teaching journey. Let us use this time to reflect, learn, and grow together. Thank you for being here. Let's begin. And I will start with the slide 1. See, actually, teacher leadership is the practice of influencing others. A teacher as a leader. I'm calling this as a teacher leadership. It is a practice of influencing others towards improved teaching and learning. Teacher inspires and motivates others to work towards common goals, improving the quality of education. Develops and shares new lesson plans with colleagues, encouraging them to try innovative teaching methods, and mentors new teachers, providing guidance and support to help. I hope you're all from teaching background. I think you will be doing as a leader, you will be doing all these things. You will be developing some new teaching plans and sharing with the peers and guiding the new faculty. These are all the kind of teaching skills, and you should be like that. And also in slide 2, I have mentioned key leadership skills for teachers. That the first one is effective communication and active listening. Effective communication, and both are important. Communication as well as listening. Leaders communicate clearly and listen attentively to others, encouraging a collaborative environment. For example, uh, conducting a staff meeting, ensuring that all voices are heard and ideas are discussed, or listening to students' concerns and responding thoughtfully, helping the students feel heard and understood. Decision making and problem solving. This is the another important skill for teacher leaders. Teacher leaders make informed decisions and find solution to challenges, often involving others in the process. Resolving a conflict between students. These are the example. How decision making and problem solving is an important skill. Frequently, you will come across this type of situations, that is resolving a conflict between students by mediating a discussion and finding a mutually beneficial solutions. Also, the another important point is conflict resolution and empathy. Manage conflicts and show understanding and compassion towards others. Resolving students' conflicts, but that is examples. Generally, how we do, we resolve students' conflicts by listening to both sides and finding a solution, compromised solution. That another one is adaptability and vision. Teacher leaders are flexible and have a clear vision for improving education. Just example for that, or adjusting their lesson plan to accommodate unexpected changes in the classroom. developing a long-term plan for integrating technology into the curriculum, envisioning how it will benefit students. So slide 3, I have mentioned about understanding leadership in education. Leadership in educational settings is about inspiring, influencing, and guiding others towards shared goals. Teacher leaders motivate and direct others towards common objectives, often without formal authority. Examples, we can take few examples for this. Uh, Inspiring colleagues to try new teaching methods, sharing their own experiences and success with the new faculty, uh, guiding a team of teachers in developing a new curriculum, ensuring that everyone is working towards the same goals. That is like an understand teamwork, and also the skill that understanding leadership in education. Types of teachers uh, leaderships. One is instructional leadership. That is this in the slide 4. Yes. Instructional leadership. Teacher leaders focus on improving teaching and learning practices. Developing and sharing new lesson plans. Focus on student-centered learning. Providing feedback on colleagues on their teaching methods, helping them refine their practice. And transformational leadership. Teachers, leaders inspire and motivate others to innovate and improve, encouraging colleagues to try new technologies, providing support and resources. That is, encouraging colleagues to try new technologies, providing support and resources, developing a vision for school-wide improvement, inspiring others to work towards common goals. Distributed leadership. Teacher leaders work collaboratively with others, sharing responsibilities and ideas. Example, working with colleagues to plan school events or functions, sharing the tasks and responsibilities. Slide 5. Slide 5. That is key roles of teacher leaders. Facilitator of learning. Teacher leaders create an environment that supports student learning. Examples, we can take developing engaging lesson plans that cater to different learning styles, providing individualized support to students who need extra help. Generally, we'll take some measures. I think think some of the not some, almost all institutions are using that. We'll use some measures to calculate the and that is standards of the students, and so we provide, actually we use some methods, pedagogies methods, and different pedagogy methods we are using, rubrics we are using, and based on the rubrics we use different easy methods, these pedagogy methods, to find to reach the students, even the below standard students also. That subject should be understood, so we use different methods for that. That is called as providing individualized support to students who need extra help, and mentoring students and peers. Teacher leaders should guide and support students and colleagues, helping them grow and develop. That is mutual coordination and cooperation, and sharing the things is required. A teacher leader mentors a new teacher, providing guidance and feedback, and works one-on-one with a student, helping them set and achieve goals. That is, help them to set their goals and also achieving their goals. Pioneering new pedagogical or technological innovations. And how many of you are using new pedagogical methods? Just text that message that how many of you using new pedagogical methods? Okay, I will check later. Good. Teacher leaders introduce and implement new teaching methods and technologies. That is developing a new online courses, incorporating interactive tools and multimedia resources, introducing a new project-based learning approach, encouraging students to work collaboratively and creatively. Next slide. Essential leadership skills. Essential leadership skills. That is the one is clear communication. First one I have mentioned as communication and active listening. And teacher leaders communicate effectively with the students, colleagues, and parents. And clearly explain a new policy to parents. That means a teacher leader is required clear communication to communicate with the parents, as well as first they should be able to communicate first with the students, next peers, as well as with the parents also. You should be able to explain the methods of the college institution or policies, or you should be able to answering questions and addressing concerns. A teacher leader provides constructive feedback to students, helping them understand their strengths and weaknesses. That is when you discuss with the students, you should be able to communicate properly with the students, their feedback, and you should be able to guide them, and you should be able to convince them what they are lacking, and you should be able to uh, guide them to overcome their weaknesses. Next slide. Next slide. Challenges for teacher leaders. Rapid technology integration. Teacher leaders need to stay up to date with the latest technologies and integrate them into their teaching practices. So how many of you updating yourself? Text me. That means by attending FDPs, workshops, or doing some online courses. How many of you updating yourself with the latest technologies? Good. Good. Very nice. A teacher leader attends a workshop on educational technology to learn about new tools and platforms. Collaborates with colleagues to develop a plan for integrating technology into the curriculum. Not only learning new technologies, that should be the part of your curriculum. To share your latest knowledge to the students also. Managing classrooms with the diverse needs. That is, teacher leaders need to support students with varying learning styles, abilities, and backgrounds. Developing differential lesson plans, differentiated lesson plans to it should be suitable to different students with the different learning needs. That means a teacher should be able to develop differentiated lesson plans to different students, to cater different students with the different learning needs. Working with a student who has a disability, adopting instruction to meet their individual needs, and balancing teaching with the research and admin task. That means teacher leaders need to manage their time effectively to balance teaching, research, and administrative responsibilities. Uh, Actually, I encourage students for research. I don't know how many of you are encouraging students towards research. It is not like olden days. Nowadays, research is the part of the academics. Academic and research are two different departments in olden days. Now it is not like that. Research is the part of academics. I don't know how many of you are encouraging students to think out of the box. So, examples how prioritize tasks and create a schedule to ensure they met deadlines and fulfill responsibilities. And also, you delegate some tasks to the students and colleagues or students. That is innovative works. To come out with some new things, encourage them, and also handling multiple expectations. Teacher leaders need to navigate the expectations of student, parent, colleagues, and administrators. That is communicating regularly with parents to keep them informed about student progress and school events. A teacher leader sets clear expectations with the students and colleagues, establishing a positive and productive learning environment. This is very, very important. Teacher leaders, they set clear expectations. Generally, we observe in most in every institutions, few teacher leaders, they maintain, actually establish a positive and productive learning environment. Building relations. Next slide. Building relationships and trust. Positive classroom environment and the rapport with the colleagues and student. See, here actually creating a supportive environment, positive classroom environment, that is creating a supportive environment. That is teacher leaders, they foster a positive and inclusive environment that promotes learning and well-being. Just example, we can take establishing a positive classroom culture by promoting respect, empathy, and kindness, and creating a safe space for students to share their thoughts and feelings, and building trust with the students and colleagues. Teacher leaders establish trust by being approachable. How will you uh, generate trust among the students? By being approachable, transparent, and fair. And also, you follow through on commitments and maintain confidentiality when necessary. When necessary with the students, you should maintain the confidentiality also. That is also one of the key point for building trust. And teacher leaders should listen actively to students and colleagues, respond thoughtfully to their concerns. Next slide, collaborative leadership. Teamwork and collaboration explain. Actually, teamwork and collaboration. In this collaborative leadership, it represents, that is a team teaching and interdisciplinary projects. That is a teamwork and collaboration. Collaboratively with colleagues and achieve common goals. That is, you should be able to collaborate with the colleagues. That is doing teamwork, and you should achieve common goals. And just a minute. Yes, just I'm taking water. Yes, a teacher leader participates in a grade level team, sharing ideas and expertise to improve student learning. A teacher leader collaborates with colleagues to develop a new curriculum or program, sharing responsibilities and ideas. Distribute tasks and responsibilities among team members, promoting a sense of ownership and accountability. Delegate tasks to colleagues or students, empowering them to take ownership of projects. And share ideas and resources with colleagues, encouraging them to try new approaches. Next slide. Technology and teacher leadership. Integrating educational technology tools. That is digital skills for educators. Teacher leaders, they need to develop digital skills to effectively integrate technology into their teaching practice. That is example, attending a workshop on educational technology to learn about new tools and platforms, developing online courses or resources using digital tools to enhance student learning, guiding the adoption of educational tech tools, that is supporting colleagues in adopting new educational technologies, providing training and support for colleagues who are new to educational technology, helping colleagues in evaluate the effectiveness of educational tech tools and identify areas for improvement. And next slide. Ethics and professionalism. Modeling ethical behavior. This is very important as a teacher leader. Teacher leaders demonstrate integrity, fairness, and respect in their interactions with the students, colleagues, and parents. Examples: a teacher leader maintains confidentiality and handles sensitive information with care, and promotes a positive and inculcative school culture, encouraging respect and empathy. Demonstrating professionalism, teachers should exhibit a high level of professionalism in their behavior and interactions, and should be punctual and prepared for classes, meetings, and other commitments, should respond thoughtfully and professionally to feedback or criticism. This is also important. Every 6 months, we'll get some feedbacks in our general in the educational institutions. For every 6 months, we'll get some feedback from the students, management, and actually, you should respond thoughtfully and professionally to feedback or criticisms. And the next slide is professional development. Time is over. Slide 12. Yes, professional development. That is lifelong learning. Professional development is there is no limit for learning. Sky is our limit. And lifelong learning, that is participating in workshop, FDPs, research, and prioritize ongoing learning and professional development. Should attend conferences, workshops, or courses to stay current with best practices. Should participate in peer mentoring or coaching to improve their teaching practices. So generally we do that whenever we attend workshops or conferences. After coming back to the organization, we do peer mentoring about the new technologies. I think you are also doing that. Staying current with the best practices, that is a teacher leader should be in touch with the latest research and best practices in education. And also reading, that actually will achieve by reading educational literature and research papers. That is, you should be up to date with the current events and current trends in the technologies and education. Next slide. Measuring leadership impact. That is improved student achievement and engagement, positive peer and student feedback, institutional growth and recognition. These are the points under measuring leadership impact. How will you measure your leadership impact? Suppose you are feeling that you are the good leader, you are the good teacher leader in your organization. How will you measure your leadership impact? That is, the first one is a student achievement. That is impact of the leadership on the student achievement and learning outcomes. Definitely, if you are a good uh, leader, teacher leader, that impact, students will have that impact. So, how it will reflect through the achievements and learnings of outcomes of the students. That is, how will you measure this? By that is by tracking students' progress and adjusting instruction to meet student needs, and analyzing data to identify areas for improvement and developing strategies to address them. That is analyzing data of that is maybe their assignments or small projects or tests you have conducted. You analyze the data and you find out the areas where they need improvement and development and and you develop some strategies to address them. Generally we follow below average students, we follow different teaching methods. We are implementing that also. I think most of the colleges or organizations are mm, using that. Next one is the peer feedback on recognition. uh, then teachers actually they seek feedback from colleagues and recognize the contribution of others. They solicit feedback from colleagues on their teaching practices and use it to improve. So don't feel bad, and you can take the feedback not only from the students, you can take it from your colleagues also, and and also you can improve that. You can improve your teaching skills based on the feedback of the colleagues, not only from the students. So generally, you know that how we will take the feedback. Generally, the teaching methods or the output or the results, based on that, generally our students, our colleagues will comment. And suppose you are not getting proper results, then you can take the guidance of the colleagues. A teacher leader solicit feedback from colleagues on their teaching practices and use it to improve. That feedback you can use it for improving institutional recognition or advancement. Teacher leaders contribute to overall success and recognition of the institution. So the institution will get a good name, or it will get success only if the teacher leaders contribute to the overall contribute properly for overall success of the institution. That means a proper care will be taken, and a proper teaching, proper administration. So a teacher will have all these capabilities. A teacher leader should have all these capabilities. Uh, so a teamwork of teacher leaders will make an institution a grand success. This will happen generally participating in institution-wide initiatives and committees, contributing to the institute's mission and goals, developing and implementing programs that enhance the institution's reputation and attract new students. Next slide. Practical tips for aspiring leaders. Regular self-reflection. Okay. And that is actually identify the of areas for growth. Actually, you identify mm, where you need more hard work, and also you identify areas for growth, and also you get seek feedback and support. Generally, the aspiring leaders they seek feedback and support from colleagues, mentors, and coaches. Asking a colleague or mentor for feedback on their teaching practices, participating in peer mentoring or coaching to improve their leadership skills, collaboration, and teamwork. Aspiring leaders work collaboratively with colleagues to achieve common goals, and participating in grade level or departmental meetings, contributing to discussions and decision making, collaborating with colleagues on projects or initiatives, sharing ideas and expertise, and setting clear goals and priorities, focusing on what is most important, developing a personal vision statement outlining their goals and priorities. Generally, at the beginning of the academic year, we will take a statement from the teacher leaders. I'm calling all teachers as teacher leaders because of what I have explained here, most of the characters, most of the students they are having, apart from if they have additional characteristics, they will become the leaders actually. And actually, I'm going to say that we will collect the a statement by a teacher leader that what are their plans apart from academic, that means apart from completing the syllabus, what they are going to contribute to the organization's growth. That we'll take and return and we'll check what they are doing. This is actually this you can set your goals, self goals, and as a team you can work for the development of the organization. And that is setting goals is very important. And the next one is next slide, please. This is the conclusion one. Teacher leadership drives educational innovation. Continuous self-improvement is a key. Leadership is a continuous process of growth, learning, and improvement. And this is a continuous process. If you want to continue as a leader in this field, you should continue along with the characteristics, some growth. Should improve yourself and learning, and these are the required continuous process. Continuously, you should be in pursuit of all this. A teacher leader reflects on their own leadership journey, identifying areas for growth and development, encourages colleagues to take on leadership roles, promoting a culture of shared leadership and ongoing self-improvement, prioritize ongoing self-improvement, and learning from experiences. These all the things, and these all the things involved in this leadership journey. I think actually I have partially only I have discussed up to part of only few of the points. I think it's a big topic, leadership, and there are so many things we have to discuss in vast, and 1 hour time is given to me, and I hope I have taken more than 1 hour because of I got some technical problem in the initially, so have started lately, and so I think I have completed in 1 hour. And once again, sorry to all of you. And if you have any doubts, you can ask me. If you have
Ma'am,
any doubts, yes.
excuse me, ma'am, still you have 20 minutes to go. The session will be completed only by 7:30. So if you have any inputs, you can please continue with the session,
Yeah,
ma'am.
yeah, we can have discussions. We can have discussion. If anybody is having any doubt, you can ask me. Interactive session. I'm ready to discuss with the interactive session, and you can share with the what leadership qualities, and I think actually how many or 33 are participating here. So 30 at least teacher leaders are participating here. Can you share your experience as a teacher leader? I know you are all developing yourself knowledge wise. You are participating in the events of the college. You are resolving conflicts among the staff, among the students, and you are coordinating with the management as well as with the colleagues, as well as with the parents, and doing all these multitasks. What are the problems actually you are facing? Or you can discuss with the pedagogy methods. What pedagogy methods? That is a new teaching skill, teaching methods. How many of you are using? Olden days teaching it is not so many organizations are not using. Even higher educations, they are not supporting the old methods. They are introducing some new methods. We are calling them some pedagogy, and that is a new evaluation. And so how many of you are using that methods? Any one of you?